December 28, 2:30 p.m. Damn.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. No, I don't. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? Will the witness state his name and profession? Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please! Don't worry, Maya, I'll do it. The DL6 incident.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I want them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
I know exactly what I need to say. Actually, do I? Do I know? I may have to go check my evidences, but I think I know where I need to go with this.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah! The same claim, something Yogi.
Shit, I pressed X on by mistake.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. The DL6 incident. So that day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe my father's trial. Hold it! Tell me more! What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Rubber. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when where Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
As we went to leave, an earthquake truck trapping us in the elevator.
Hold it! So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes, myself, my father, and Mr. Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue.
Hold it! What did you do then?
I'm trying to get to it right. I was 9 years old, boy, at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, dun dun dun, just then something heavy hit me.
What was it?
A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff's, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when they fell from his holster.
What a shitty pistol.
And you picked it up? What happened next?
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting.
Hold it! Did you know it was the pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But The air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. This is it. I think this is it. I think it wasn't just one gunshot, but we'll see. Hold it! The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
The scream!
It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
Hold it! To this day?
Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live.
There it is! One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence. But I don't know what it means. I'd better find out and quick. Wait, what? So it has to be this. I picked up... No, this. The moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Well, let me check my evidences. Let me see what I have. Taken from Gregory's Edgeworth heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Is there something... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait, hold up. Wait a second. Taken from Mr... Look! Taken from Gregory's Edgeworth heart. Still bears... Okay, that doesn't matter, but... This bullet was taken from inside Edgeworth's dad. Right? If that's the case... Then why is there a bullet hole on the window? Right? That's like the contradiction. We just can't speak about it at the moment because that's what we're trying to predict. The hole in the window means that the gun was shot, the bullet penetrated Edgeworth's dad's body, and then it went outside. But that's not the case because it was inside Edgeworth's body, right? So... He has a memory loss from the incident, but remembers the scream? Well, yeah, I guess he lost his... he lost his senses after the scream. He threw it, the gun shot, and then he heard a rah! And then he just fell to the floor. But I'm not sure where to press here. It was a terrible scream, I remember it to this day. A moment later, there was a single gunshot. Oh shit! No, oh, okay, never mind. Never mind. Gun fired once, no, since then, they've echoed, yeah. The scream. It was a terrible scream, I remember it to this day. I think that has something to do with the single gunshots. And you know what? I think this is what I need to use. So, there was a single gunshot, but the picture clearly shows that there was two gunshots, right? So there's a gunshot that went through the window, and then there's another gunshot that went through Edgeworth's body. So I guess this has to be it. Objection! So there was only one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No you don't, see, Your Honor. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. There you go, hell yeah. Take a look at this. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well,
I can see the victim Gregory Edgeworth lying there. But what do you mean, a contradiction?
Just as I thought. The judge is an idiot, and he's clueless as always. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. It's the bullet hole. It's right here. Right here. Take that! That should be obvious. The contradiction is here. I see! A bullet hole in the door! Damn. Your Honor! Miles Edgeworth testified that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but two shots were fired. One shot hit the victim. The victim. The other hit the elevator door. I asked you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? Because he fainted, right?
This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred.
What? So you're trying to say that there was another gunshot? You have to prove that, Karma.
If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What do you mean? No, Phoenix!
Mr. Wright,
It's a gunshot! It's a gunshot hole, you can clearly see it.
do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the accident?
Do I? Do I? I don't know. Do I? Oh, this must be it. If a hole was made on the elevator, then there would be air circulating the air. There would be air circulating the air. There would be air circulating inside the elevator. And there would be no oxygen problem. So this is it. Then yeah! Of course I do! Yes! Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence, just like me. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof.
What you have that proves that the bullet hole in the door was related to this incident?
The DL6 file. Pacha! Take that! Your Honor, the answer is in this file.
Objection to the DL6 file again! You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between this bullet hole and the DL6 incident?
The case summary, bitch!
Mr. Wright, please, think how we feel having to look at this evidence time and time again. It's getting quite boring. You need to come up with something new. Every time you show us ridiculous evidence, I feel, well, mocked. Huh? What?
I mean, I really don't know. I really don't mean any harm by it, Your Honor.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean, no harm? And not doing any harm are two different things, Mr. Wright. Try again.
What? It's in the case summary. What do you have that proves that the bullet... what the fuck? It's in the case summary. It's right there. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on the scene. What the fuck? Victim data. Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney, trapped in the elevator, returning from a lost trial with the son. Miles Edgeworth, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Oh. Oh, okay. Then we are not proving that the air was not circulating inside the elevator. We are proving that the weapon was fired twice. Sure. Okay. The DL6 incident. I think both should work, but whatever. Take that! Your Honor, the answer is in this file again.
What? Again?
It's in the victim's data. Look at the victim's data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice.
Rubber.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice.
Rubber, two.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot was fired, After the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could it have been? Who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course.
Objection!
What is he objecting?
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary page, that's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times,
Oh, he's trying to say that there was 2 bullets.
then the other bullets would have been discovered on the scene.
It's true.
He does have a point. That second bullet was never found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
You know what? I actually think that Von Karma is being dumb. What he should have said, he could have just said that maybe Yogi shot the gun, I don't know, maybe he was at the firing range or something, he shot it for some reason. He shot it by accident, and then we would have to prove this. And of course we don't have any proof of that, but he's just like, oh, where's the... instead of saying, putting out the possibility that the gun might have been fired twice, but in different instances, he's just going, nope, it wasn't fired twice. Order! I will have order!
Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident.
You don't know if... That's the thing. You don't know if it was fired twice at the time of the incident. You know that it was fired twice, but not at the same point in time. You know what I mean?
However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Yes, his wisdom.
Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Yeah, because I'm thinking. I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick! If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! But you said you'd do it! Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent! And I did! But this is a whole new trial. I promised 1 innocent verdict, not 2. I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case I stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick! No, Nick!
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime.
Wait a minute! No! You know what we could do? We could just call Yanni Yogi to testify about, the gun. Ask him if he shot the gun, before the trial, and then he would say, no, I never shot the gun twice, and then it would be Von Karma who would have to prove, so where did the second bullet go? Right? If we don't find the second bullet, we can't declare Edgeworth guilty, because there's not enough evidence.
So only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my god.
Precisely.
And by the way, the shot was not fired by Miles Edgeworth. He just threw the gun. It was an accident. Plus, he was a kid. Plus, the safety of the gun was off, and that's Yanni Yogi's fault, because he's the one who needs to check the gun. If a gun falls on the floor, the safety doesn't magically come off. That's not how it works. Unless Yanni Yogi was a gangster. He just went, with the gun, with his safety off, all the time.
Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So, you killed your father?
No, he didn't.
So, that was not your intention.
What a stupid thing to ask. He was a kid. Of course it wasn't his intention to.
Yes, I did.
Idiot. Oh no! He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today. Right here.
Of course.
Right now.
Indeed.
Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. I love you, Edgeworth.
Mr. Wright?
I have... Objection! Your Honor, I object! I object!
You fool! Mr. Wright, on what grounds you object?
Me? I don't know, man. His case is perfect. Oh no! Ah! It must exist. Did you see that? It was boobies. Did you see that? It was boobies again. That's crazy. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist. But where? The boobies. Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wright is like, huh? He's like, he's seeing boobies flash before his eyes because he's gonna lose. Well, wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it. We've just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer. It's true. That's 100% true.
The murderer? Then tell us, who is the murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Yeah, the murderer had to find it. Actually, the murderer didn't need it. Yeah, the murderer had to find it. Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah! What possible reason could they have had?
Oh, well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is... Yeah, the bullet would be proof. Of course, that... maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof? No, they didn't thought. They knew it.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
Huh?
What the hell is Wright trying to say?
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
Oh, right. What do you mean, all right?
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
What? Come on, Judge. This is not going well. Well, I guess then the murderer didn't need it. But didn't need what? What do you mean? The murderer took the bullet. So he had to find it, but then you should have explained the correct reason why he had to find the bullet. I guess he's trying to say that the murderer didn't need to find the bullet? Let's see. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for the stray bullet? I haven't gotten a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Yeah. The boobies! Had to take it. Had to take it. The murderer? What does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Think boobies? Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright! Sorry, Your Honor, I was thinking about boobies. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intentions of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murdered had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer? Huh?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Yeah, you know. What a stupid way to try to explain this. Wait a second. I was just talking out of my ass, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them. Thus, leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Ian Yogi, were both unharmed. So, that would mean...
the murder came from outside, yes.
Rubber.
I can't believe the judge is, like, accepting this. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside.
Mr. Wright, are you truly most unpredictably... You are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny that the possibility of what you say. Objection! What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
Do you know what he just said? So there was no murderer. Even him is saying that Edgeworth was not at fault here. He just said that Edgeworth was not guilty. There you go. There was no murderer. We got him. Well, Judge, if there was no murderer, then Edgeworth is not guilty, even if he says he is. The prosecution just said it. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick! Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
But McGregor had to tell the blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow!
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of persecution.
What if Von Karma didn't take the vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Which would mean... It could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh man.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicted the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Well, I guess I should just say it now, right? Why wouldn't I? Like, what am I waiting for? There's nothing else to do. We are not waiting for anything else. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it now. Say it now! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
Who is this? What?
Von Karma!
Von Karma? Me? What?
Damn, even the rabble people weren't saying rabble.
You mean Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over here? Or his daughter? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Shh! Bring the doctor that have operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is. How? We don't have time.
It's no use.
Today's the final day. Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Maybe he killed the doctor as well. Nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out of himself? That's insane. You know, but if he would, I would not put it beside him. Because, like, Von Karma is kind of a badass, right? He would do anything. No, he couldn't have. Of course he would. He would just only went like... with his mouth like... and then he would light a cigarette and just go...
There you go. Job's done.
You can't just put bullets out of yourself. Yes, you can, if you're Rambo. Wait! What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
Found in the victim's body. Photograph of the scene of the murder, taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. You know, if he didn't go into surgery, and he went on vacation for like several months, let us think that he actually went into surgery, right? He went into surgery, like he paid the doctor to get it off, right? Okay, let us assume that he did not do any surgery. That would mean that the bullet would still be inside, right? That's like the only thing that could be, right? I know just what to do. I can see the item. The metal detector. If the bullet is inside him, the metal detector would detect the bullet. Could it be? Makes a noise whenever metallic objects are near. A useful detection device. All right. It's the only thing that we can like use. So fuck it. I'll show evidence. Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how much you like it so much.
What? The evidence that
proves that Von Karma was shot is... it's gonna be the metal detector. And we're gonna use the metal detector and he's gonna be like, oh no! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Rubber.
Well, there is a possibility, but if the bullet was still there, then I don't know. I don't think our body likes when outside things are inside our body. so inflammation would start occurring and other problems, but whatever.
Is that even possible for all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Objection!
Oh shit, look, there you go.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet isn't still inside you? Rebel. Order!
Your Honor, the defense requested we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Objection! Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
Objection! The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Holy shit, so loud. Why is it so loud still? Oh, but there you go. Alright, that was my phone, Your Honor. I'm sorry. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma, what do you have to say about that?
You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent.
Huh?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this victim, with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident.
Oh shit. Damn, that's a good strategy.
I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to the DL6. Rebel. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
It is Mr. Wright.
It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I.
Mr. Wright, please, Mr. Wright, prove it. Send this guy to jail.
Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from the DL6? Of course he can. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
Oh, I have the bullet. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday, you son of a bitch.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
Well, what?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
Well, what? Again?
Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. It's the DL6 bullet. If this bullet, if the ballistic markings in this bullet are the same as the ballistic markings on your bullet, then poof. But the thing is, okay, let us assume that we are using this evidence. Von Karma could just say, well, okay, good for you, right? But this bullet is still not the same bullet as the bullet from the. It's not the same bullet. Like it's from another time, right? Because then people would have to. He would have to undergo surgery to take the bullet, and then compare the markings. They can't compare the ballistic markings while the bullet is inside him. And if he doesn't concede to undergo surgery, like we can't prove it, right? He can't just say nope. I don't want him. I don't want to go. I don't want to undergo surgery, and poof, there you go. He's off the hook. Well, but fuck it. Take that.
That's a bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Yes, we know this. We know what ballistic markings are.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon.
All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. The bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, he will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. He doesn't have to. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. I guess the only way that we can kind of like make him undergo surgery is if he gives us a reason for not having to undergo surgery, right? He would have to find a doctor that would say, we didn't undergo surgery because the bullet is in a not so bad place, and surgery would be complicated. I don't know, some bullshit like that. That's what he would need. But yeah. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma.
Oh my god.
That scream! I've heard that scream before. Wait, I know.
Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. Quiet, I said quiet. You are not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air.
Leave that alone. Get away. Get away from my dad. Bang. So stupid.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed.
Rubber. Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth, how do you dare defy me?
So, it was you!
You and your father are my curse!
Holy shit, he's going insane!
Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death.
15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor.
Wait, Karma?
Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
Wait, who's talking? I guess it's another judge.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized.
I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. But what?
Edgeworth!
I wonder who's talking there.
I was shocked like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights have gone out. I went out in the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was my destiny.
My destiny. He just killed him in cold blood.
His last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious.
Damn.
He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge! What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well then. What? Isn't he going to jail?
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said it. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, it was.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty for the second time. And since one guilty is weaker than 2 not guilty, then he is not guilty. There you go. That's how it works, right? That is all. The court is adjourned.
So we did it. This is the end.
Nick! We did it!
What do you mean we?
Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
It's true. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
The time has come for me to say it. I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try I love you. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry, I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. Give him a hug or something.
She's got you there.
Whoa!
Amazing, pal. You pulled through, just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me.
What? You don't have the money for that.
Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoop!
No. She means the part where you ask us out for dinner.
I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Meow. Oh no, Lana, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be in jail? Hey, y'all.
Laura!
Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Yeah, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You won't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if I won't jump down there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? You tried to get me in jail, I remember it.
Oh, well, hey.
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Oh, me? Oh, I went back to college. I give up trying to be the main investigation photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Huh?
Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick. My life is over.
Whoa, why does that face, Larry? What happened now? Again?
Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world.
Huh? You don't look sick.
It's Beyonce. She's going to live in Paris, in gay Paris, Nick. What about? She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Yeah, but you come along tonight too. My tweet pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right?
I think you'll be fine, Larry. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got some money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
What? It is a lot. $38? That's a lot of money. $38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38?
No. It couldn't have been. No, Larry, it was you!
What are you so surprised about, right?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway, like an idiot that he is. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right. You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
I figured it out, and the chat room also figured it out. Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me, man.
No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
And there you have it.
Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
To death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if I only had known, I'd have become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I hadn't known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hi, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner time. Oh, me. Wow, he really wants to pay for the dinner. What a good guy. Detective Gumshoe took us out to town that night.
The old switcheroo.
We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What? We went to celebrate without Edgeworth? The 729. The Wright and Co. law offices. 5 a.m., the middle of the night. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. Oh, okay, he has an hangover. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5 a.m. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter? Oh, it's from Maya.
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back into my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Oh. So now we don't have a secretary, really? We're gonna have to do this all by ourselves? Goodbye. What time is it? God, the first trains for the mountains have already left to the station. Wait, but maybe we can still catch her. Maybe. I guess I'm too late. I'll never see her again. Oh shit.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
But hold it! Objection! Wait! Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
What do you mean? She actually helped. She was placed in contempt of court, but she helped on the first day. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the days, eating hamburgers.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. An old photograph of the DL6 incident? Maybe it's the photo of her mom? It has to be, right? It's the only positive thing. It's like, I don't know. I have no idea, but I think it's her mom. Let's see. I have no idea what it could be.
Take that!
Take that!
Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand.
Oh, now that I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either.
It's okay. You don't have to try to cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful, I promise.
Oh no, I fucked up. I wasn't able to give her the proper evidence. Well, fuck.
So, this is it. See you soon.
See you soon, Maya. Well, see ya, whatever.
Thanks. Thanks, Nick.
See ya. No, there's no kiss. It's true. I fucked up. I fucked up, man. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters.
Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, would you like to retake that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Objection! Objection! Oh, well, there you go. We did it. We fucking did it. And we will never see what happened.
Oh, hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish you something. Talk about the pleasant surprise.
Whoop, the Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something.
strange, huh? Whoa, gumshoe! Kumiko Sukuen. Look at this. It's like 10 people made this game. Oh, Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheesy shop. That Missy is a nice lady, but another exactly what you call cheap something something. Okay, this by the way, this is like going automatically. I'm not pressing X. This is unauthorized skipping. Tatsuro Yamoto. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of thought that guy would, you know, knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
Pain. He was a true friend. Prosecutor Pain. Oh, this guy.
Oh, Phoenix Wright? Yes, the defense attorney from who I wrote an affidavit for, yes? Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
The French dude. To only one programmer.
No, it's you. Phoenix Wright asked me as an understudy, was he not? I wonder how's he doing. I haven't seen him of late. The pace of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
I kind of don't like the scent of lemon, so I guess this youth was kind of shitty, at least to me. Oh boy.
Phoenix Wright. He is an actor. Well, I'm not buying it. You can be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that the DVD was? I said no, the DVD was on the tree, was out and everything. I said, give it all.
Sound effects. Atsushi Mori. Come on, give me all the characters. Hurry up. Lay it on me.
Oh, I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure own that Mr. Wright a great deal. And I'm keeping my face out of the public until the show is over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
This was a good. This guy. I think this guy is like the greatest good guy in all of this game. He was just like he was literally just a nice guy that was framed. He had no idea what the hell was going on. Oh, I got a letter from my dear today. It's not like she caught a cold stunning something. I wanted to visit, but they didn't have time for some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway? She's living in the middle of the mountains, the poor thing. One single person made the manual as well. The good old days.
Right? Who's there? You wanna talk? Let's talk. Pink Princess. Alright. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day.
Again, this guy didn't learn.
And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. What a dog. I was kind of shocked for a boy of my tender.
Oh, he actually saw. He saw Mr. Powers go inside the Pink Princess. Well, the Pink Princess suit. Let's make that one thing clear.
Yeah, right. The lawyer guy. Homie, yeah, I've been training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, the picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind him, there's a ghost.
Oh, there's a ghost?
For real, now there's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Are we gonna see this photo? Shinji Mikami! What a legend. Oh look, there is the photo! Wait, screenshot picture. There you go. It's Mia! Huh? Hold it! Oh, it's not over yet, of course. A brand new episode has been added.